Yo. Today we're going to be talking about quite a few things, actually. Ranging from basically everything that's going on in my life currently, and things that are upcoming in the future. So, enjoy. It starts off on a place called Hoops. It's at a church. And this was currently when I was in a relationship, which I just got out of it 2 days ago. Pretty bad, still kind of affected. There's a box of tissue paper and some ice cream over there. You just can't see it. But yeah, it was during my relationship, and if I didn't really tell, but I'm not gonna say any names. We were at a place called Hoops, as I said, and I showed up there and it was closed. And I was in a relationship, but what I tried to say before is 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks, I broke up, this girl broke up with me. I had 2 weeks, and during those 2 weeks I was talking to a really amazing girl, but, my heart was still to that other girl. I was waiting for her to come back because she said she was going to come back, so I believed her, and when she came back, I just basically threw this girl aside, and yeah, it was bad, but I stayed good friends with her. It was messed up with what I did, so I stayed good friends with her, and we talked and everything. And when I went to Hoops, basically, I walked up to her, and, all this tension that builds up from 2 weeks of talking and, very flirtiness, and now I'm taken, it's, awkward. But that's not even the awkwardest part. So I showed up, I'm wearing skinny jeans, normal t-shirt, something like that. I had a fedora, and that the skit from If You Watch Badass Superheroes, I do that, and I throw the hat off. That's because I was sitting there, and she was kind of talking to her brother and everything, and I took my hat and I threw it. I threw the fedora, and it went and it popped her right in the mouth. Funniest thing ever. But she wouldn't give me my fedora back and everything, and so went, and if you guys do know, I'm a fighter, so she kept holding it, and I went down and I grabbed her by her legs, picked her up. It's just basically double leg takedown, but I didn't usually, it was on concrete, so it wasn't like I wasn't going to knock her out on concrete. But I carried her over and sat her on the grass, and I realized I have a girlfriend. Steven, calm down, because I didn't want to flirt, and I was like, but I still had, this girl. I had told everyone it was I had told some people, oh, it was just because I was down, and honestly, I had developed feelings for that girl, but I just couldn't, these feelings for this girl that I was with were way stronger than what I was first developing. This was new, this was old. Well, not old, no, I'm not going to say that. It was not old, it was different. So, something different I was not used to. So, the feelings were all still there for that girl, and all the flirtiness vibe, and, at one point, she took the fedora and I grabbed it, and, she had pulled me in, and then it just kind of ended up. So, yeah, there was so much tension going on that at one point she was like, because we were all going to go to the park, a park nearby, because we got bored of where we were at, and she was like, so whose lap am I sitting on? Not yours because you have a girlfriend, and then said they're going to get a boner. So I'm like, I will sit on your lap. Yeah. So, I didn't really sit on her lap. I sat, halfway on another, my basically brother's lap, and then hers, and I sat like that, and strange kind of flirty vibe, but all these feelings for this girl was building up, and I just had to block it out, block it out, block it out. And so when we got to the park, she was really depressed, and that made me depressed, and all this, and we all talked, everything, ended up, after the night was over, really, it was bad, I felt bad, just wasn't good. I just felt I just kind of destroyed this girl. She didn't deserve that. I know she's flirty and all that. I have a girlfriend. I just felt really bad. I felt more bad than I'm supposed to feel. Yeah. So, after all that, really I'm talking to her now currently, but I'm not really talking to her. She's a good friend now, and we're talking still as good friends. She has someone, and I respect that. And I will respect that. Even if she chooses to stay with them, I will respect that, and she deserves what makes her happy. If that guy makes her happy, then I want her to be with that guy, because that's who's gonna make her happy. There's billions out in the world. I'll be fine, but there's only a certain few who get your attention. She was one of the ones that got my attention. Just like, if any of y'all like, oh, well, what about the girlfriend? Why aren't you talking about her? Well, the breakup happened, so I really don't want to talk about her, and I don't want to start crying. Yeah. So, after all that, really now everything's going new, different path, but yeah, that's what's going on with me now, and that's pretty much all I got, man. Guys, everything. If y'all want more videos, keep up the like and subscribes. Please. Like and subscribe at the bottom. Send me some inboxes if you want anything. Send me ideas. I would love to hear ideas. Some people send me ideas and they're like, why aren't you using them in the video? And usually what I do, if you give me an idea, I'm not going to copyright you. I'm not going to take your own idea. I'm just like anyone else. I'm going to put it in my own terms. And it inspires me because it shows me people actually care. So show me y'all care. Send me a few ideas. And like and subscribe. Alright.